What's up, YouTube? My name is Ty, financial professional. Welcome to my channel. Please like the video, please subscribe, and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. So here is AMC Entertainment. This finishes at $7.20 today. That is up 17.46%. So we analyzed this stock yesterday, and if you guys recall, I did say that AMC looks like a pretty good buy at $6, and today the momentum continued and the stock kept on pumping, up another 17.5%. So once again, this did make StockTwits. It was number 3 after SPY and MULN. Had 5,600 mentions, so once again we're going to analyze it. There was no company specific news to justify this price action today, just the overall markets once again in the green, everything mooning, especially growth in memes, and of course AMC is one of the OG meme stocks, and it does appear like retail is starting to enter into the markets again. A lot of meme stocks are starting to go back up. And today's TA is going to be more or less the same from yesterday, just with the updated price action. Alright, let's jump right in. Let's go ahead and analyze here. So first of all, we have a cup and handle in the making. Bottom of the cup being the low of 505. And there can be multiple possible tops. It can be $8, $9.60, $10.40, $10.80, $13, $22.20, $25.40, or even $27.50. And longer term, this is part of an even bigger cup and handle, where this has the potential to come all the way back up to the high of $72.60. Although I do believe the most realistic tops would be $8 or $9.60. But those are all bullish indicators. That is telling us that the stock should come back up to one of those tops to complete the cup. And then we have a double gap down. First gap down was back at $17.50. So that's a bullish indicator. That is telling us that the stock should come back up to $17.50 to fill this gap. And the second gap down was back at $19.10. So another bullish indicator that is telling us that the stock should come back up to $19.10 to fill this gap. And those gaps can fill in the short term, but if not, definitely in the longer term. Here we have a descending channel where the upper channel was at $5 and the lower channel was at $4.30. So if this broke 5 to the upside, that'd be bullish. And if this broke $4.30 to the downside, that'd be bearish. This did in fact break $5 to the upside. So the descending channel was and still currently is a bullish indicator. Down here on the MACD, the moving average convergence divergence, the MACD line has crossed the signal line to the upside and is starting to pull away. So that's a bullish indicator that is telling us that it may be time to buy. This is pulling back down to 710. So if this aftermarket action holds, that would be a bearish indicator for tomorrow. That is suggesting that tomorrow the stock will sell off. The RSI, the relative strength index, is currently at 56. So pretty average RSI there, a little bit above average. So the RSI is currently a neutral to slightly bearish indicator. That is telling us that the current price of 720 should be a little bit lower. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. So right now this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 740 and 710. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 740, 770, $8, $8.30, $8.60, $8.90, $9.25, $9.60, $9.85, $10.40, $10.90, $11.30, $11.60, $12, $12.45, $12.65, $13.05, $13.55, $14.10, $14.65, and then $15. There is resistance above $15, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 710, 680, 650, 630, 610, 585, 560, 535, 520, 480, 450, 425, $4, 370, 330, 295, 255, and then the low of 205. So right now with the current price, 720, the channels to the upside and the downside are pretty decently sized. So expect a regular amount of price action, either way this goes. However, if/when this breaks 985 to the upside, the channel starts to open up and get wider. So expect a significant increase in price action if/when this breaks 985 to the upside. And this did 43.5 million in volume today, which is below the average of 58.5 million. So this pump/squeeze today was not confirmed by the volume. Okay guys, just my opinion, not financial advice. So once again, yesterday I said that $6 was looking like a pretty good entry, and my opinion remains the same. Even here at 720, this is still a pretty good entry, especially for the longer term. But unfortunately, you guys did miss out on a lot of attendees today. Once again, we have way more bullish indicators than bearish indicators. We have some very strong bullish indicators in the cup and handle, double gap down, descending channel, and MACD. We have one bearish indicator in the aftermarket action, and one neutral indicator in the RSI. So overall, technically, the stock does look really bullish in the short and long terms. So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice, the current price of 720 isn't exactly the greatest entry, but a very average entry here, and you can't go too wrong here. especially if you're willing to buy and hold for the long term. Again, this should eventually come back up to 1910 to fill the gap there, and from the current price of 720, that would be about a 165% upside potential. So massive upside potential here, and it's pretty difficult to tell how low this may pull back, but there is some very critical support at 550. It's going to take a lot of selling pressure to break that. So let's just call 550 the possible low here. And from the current price of 720, that would be about a 25% downside potential. So I would say going long at the current price, 720 would be a medium risk, very high reward play. Definitely worth a shot in my opinion. Again, you missed a lot of upside already today, but there's still plenty of upside to go. It's just a little bit risky, but the reward far outweighs the risk. So I can support going along at the current price, 720, and if it pulls back, then you can just average down at these supports that I mentioned before. Now, if you want to go short now, financial advice, I would not do that, and I would not recommend that for the same reasons that going long is a pretty good play right now. Going short is not a good play. Again, way more bullish indicators than bearish indicators. Strong bullish indicators. You should have went short anywhere in the $20 range all the way down to like 10. And here at 720, it's a bit too late to go short. You missed your chance. And going short now would likely result in you getting burned. Again, this should eventually come back up to 1910 to fill the gap there, which would be a 165% upside potential. And again, this may pull back down to 550 where the critical support is, which would be about a 25% downside potential. So I would say going short at the current price, 720, would be a very high risk, medium reward play. Not worth it in my opinion. You'd be shorting for, there is a decent amount of downside potential, but you would be exposing yourself to way too much upside risk. So if you want to go short, please do that at your own risk, but I really don't see why to go short here. Seems like a pretty bad idea. So I don't like the current entry of 720 on the short side. However, I will say if/when this does come back up to 1910 to fill the gap there, then I think that would be a pretty decent entry to go short. It may be a while though before it gets there. So in summary guys, it's been really rough for the stock lately, but it looks like it bottomed out at 505 and is starting to reverse. The chart looks really bullish in the short and long terms. So if you want to go long, current price 720 is a pretty decent entry, and it should pay off pretty big in the longer term. And going short does not appear like the greatest play right now. Pretty dangerous. I definitely don't recommend that. So congratulations to everyone who made money in the stock today, and good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is AMC Entertainment. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please like the video, please subscribe, and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Peace out.